Welcome back. I'm going to start this episode with a disclaimer. I'm not psychic. I'm not categorically extrasensory. Yet, as every single person walking the face of this planet to varying degrees, I have intuitive and energetic gifts that help me navigate this reality and successfully engage the quantum field around me. These gifts have been heightened since 2018, since I had a spiritual Kundalini awakening, and I am now more able to tap into the energies of cosmic phenomena and into the various manifestations of our collective consciousness. That doesn't make me psychic by any means, but it allows me to have a good grasp on the energy that's part of everything around us and my intuition. So I've always been a skeptic when it comes to cosmic phenomena and the effects they have on people. Not anymore. Now I can actually experience those effects and feel whenever something major or some type of event is happening in the cosmos. After the solar eclipse we had on the 2nd of July, which brought up a lot for the collective, we now have a partial lunar eclipse on the 16th. I'm no astrologer, and I don't believe in all the predictions or the daily horoscopes you will see in certain places. However, astrology in its pure form fascinates me as a subject, and I've been reading a lot about the effects that our astrological birth charts have on us, for example, the moment we come into this life, and how this all ties into our life path, our karma, the things we carry through from maybe some past lives or past cycles we've had, our conditioning, and so on and so forth. So this eclipse cycle, the solar eclipse we had, and the lunar eclipse that's coming up. Eclipses are thought as harbingers of change. They bring evolution and transformation. The lunar eclipse is coming up. It's basically when the moon passes directly behind Earth and into its shadow. Shadow being the key word here. This can occur only when the sun, the earth, and the moon are exactly or very closely aligned, with Earth between the other two, basically. A lunar eclipse can occur only on the night of a full moon, right? So lunar eclipses bring shadow aspects and unconscious feelings to the surface, illuminating them. Lunar eclipses are culminations of emotional cycles that have run their course, and they encourage us to purge, release, and let go. What this eclipse coming up feels like to me is that we're being guided to transcend negative patterns and old beliefs that no longer serve us. This is a time to basically eclipse anything that may be holding you back. This is an amazing quantum opportunity to do some shadow work. For those of you who are not familiar with what shadow work is, I recommend that you watch my video titled Shadow Work. I will link it in the description box. This is the time to release deep-seated patterns and trauma, move beyond old fears, and transcend negative patterns that are buried within the shadow self. This Friday, I will be posting a meditation for shadow integration. It will be the equivalent of doing shadow work on an aspect that you feel you might have disowned, denied, and rejected. I feel that this is a very opportune time to do this type of meditation. Use it throughout this weekend to help you let go, integrate, release, or show the disowned aspects of yourself the love they deserve. Although this eclipse is coming up as a partial eclipse, what I'm picking up is that it's still going to be intense because of the energies bouncing around in the universe at this time period. We have the Schumann resonance that is off the charts, which for those of you who don't know what the Schumann resonance is, it's basically the heartbeat of the Earth, the frequency of the Earth that has been getting faster and faster since 2012. So as a result of that, we have a general quickening of time and by extension of manifestation, all these things. So although partial, This lunar eclipse will bring up intense emotions, reactive behavior, some blow-ups maybe. Family issues that have been manifesting for some time may come to a peak and come up for resolution. Relationship issues might become very prominent. All these are not negative by any means. Any upset is meant to be looked at as a setup by the universal consciousness that wants us to dig deeper and resolve some limiting patterns or beliefs we have inside that are holding us back basically from our true potential. I also feel that for some of us, there is a heightening of psychic abilities. So we're feeling and sensing everything that happens acutely. There may be signs coming through, messages from our guides and from the universe more intensely than before. Make sure you listen to the messages and the signs, because what sometimes happens is we ask for a sign and then we refuse to see the sign, right? I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me. If there's anything that you need clarity around, ask now. If you don't ask, how do you expect to receive, right? I have my own personal ways to seek and get clarity, which I won't be getting into in this video, but once you make it a regular thing and start asking, you will start receiving guidance, which will sometimes be mind-blowingly specific and accurate. Use a tool if you have to, but make sure you ask. What I suggest for this eclipse cycle is to take everything one day at a time. Really take the time to enjoy and get the most out of some self-care rituals you have. Take the time to nurture yourself. It could be taking a bath with Epsom salts, which among other things helps cleanse your aura. It can be taking 10 to 20 minutes to meditate each morning as soon as you wake up. It can be dry brush massage before taking a shower, or some Abhyanga massage, or getting out in nature and recharging your batteries. If you don't have a self-care ritual, I urge you to find at least one. I cannot tell you the amount of pleasure you will derive from it, because it will be the equivalent of checking in with your higher self, of taking stock, if you want, how you're feeling, of recharging yourself and respecting your own energetic needs. These rituals will help ground you, and they will lead to the next major theme that's coming through to me, which is reinventing yourself and your image. I feel that this is a very auspicious window to chip away at the things that are no longer of use to you. Those things that are not part of your authentic nature, if you want. It's time to purge and release old responses and patterns. Whatever you have been feeling like letting go for a while now, it's time to let go. One way to do this, and this is a very clear energy that's coming through, is to clear out the clutter of your living space. The other day, I went through my closet and I literally got rid of 4 big garbage bags full of things that I was not using. I donated them to charity, and it felt like such a release, like I was making room for the new, like I was inviting new energy in, reinventing myself without holding on to things from the past. Once you do this, it feels extremely liberating. Decluttering your outside space does wonders for decluttering your inside space. Clear out your closets, your drawers, donate the things you don't need or are not using anymore, or that feel energetically heavy to you. They might be connected to a period of your life that you need to release from your energetic field. This will allow you to start creating a new version of yourself, of the image you're projecting out to the world, right? But also recreating who you are on a deeper level. We're constantly doing this, by the way. We're different from moment to moment. We're constantly shifting, constantly finding new ways to express our divine energy, constantly searching for the next version of ourselves, constantly recalibrating, if you will, and realigning different aspects of our vibratory field. The last thing, and possibly the most important that's coming up, is a return to yourself, a letting go of external authority. You can go out and get information, sure, but the highest authority in anything that has to do with your life is yourself. That's why I don't really believe in getting advice on your life from people. I don't believe in gurus. I don't believe in, I don't know, getting advice from psychics or energy readings. I mean, you can get advice, right? You can get information, but I mean, when it comes to the final decision, you're the one who's going to make it according to how it feels in your body. This eclipse cycle is a time of doors opening and closing quickly. Timelines are speeding up, coming in and out of your field, so be on the lookout and manage them to your advantage. The potent waves of light and frequencies sweeping across the cosmos are auspiciously on your side. I wish you every success in navigating them through this cycle and for the months to come. I'm sending you love. May you be happy, peaceful, liberated.